Thank you. So one quick poll. Who knows a lot about blockchain? Show me some hands. There must be more people than that. Who knows a lot about blockchain? Who knows nothing about blockchain? A little bit in the middle? Okay, I didn't see everybody, but so you just had a lot of technical talks, and I will tell a little bit more about the fuzzy stuff, about community engagement, I think, and about what we have been doing last year. We actually we started a co-workspace in the Netherlands, community-driven, and it started by raising donations from the Lisk community, and with some help of Lisk HQ also. It is actually started by Joost, who could not be here, unfortunately, but now we actually do not see it as a one-man effort or two or three-man, but we are building communities. And it wouldn't be this big as it is right now without our community. So I'm talking here, I'm a little bit of the face on the next slide, but it's not me, but it's more we. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do and about what we're planning to do. But the first question is probably, why are we doing this? And that's the easiest answer is that blockchain technology is new technology. It is maybe disrupting the way we organize things. Maybe it won't. We don't know. But we think that like these kind of innovations, especially from an open source perspective, need like also a place to really be a playground or play with. And that's not always like the traditional business place. But you need a new place, an open place to innovate. I studied by accident innovation sciences, so I really like these kind of things. And we think that this innovation needs a new approach. So therefore, what kind of approach? You need a space, a co-workspace. You see it? A co-workspace where you can meet like-minded people, like here. Like the day we had today, where you meet people you didn't know before, where you can get knowledge from people that can help you with problems that you could not solve alone, and which maybe also trigger you a little bit to dive into topics that you didn't know existed, and maybe you can help develop the solution together. So these kind of days as today is what we actually try to facilitate every day in Utrecht. And what you just saw was last Saturday. There were 3 hands-on workshops guided by the community. And actually, we did not pay anybody for giving these workshops. Nobody paid for having the workshop. And I didn't do anything. And when we get back in the Netherlands, like Wednesday evening, then we can prepare for Thursday and Friday, because then we have a student hackathon from the University of Applied Sciences. And Thursday night we have DAO Fest, a meetup, where they talk about DAOs and give also a workshop about DAOs. So we try to create days like these every day, and we think that that is the way to go, and that's the way how you can really foster this innovation and build a community and maybe do cool stuff. So we have a co-workspace, we organize activities, and we are kind of an incubator, but not really. So this is me. I started working with these 2 guys over there since 2014, and we got interested in blockchain in 2015, I guess, but we actually really started working with blockchain in 2017, and now it's pretty cool to see that we experienced a lot of different things, and we are within the Lisk community. We are known as the Moosey team, and now I'm talking from our role from Lisk Center Utrecht. So, but it's more about what we do as a community. So I'm just giving you some impressions of what we do. These are meetups which we organized. We organized, I think, or facilitated more than 50 meetups this year. We started at the end of February. People in the Netherlands are really getting to know the Lisk Center, see it as a place to go to or organize a meetup. We do not only organize meetups, but also workshops to get new people involved in blockchain technology. And it's not limited to Lisk. We are open to everybody because we think it's much more important to engage everybody within this scene, with it, like-minded people, as I said before, who are interested in decentralized technologies, because you can learn a lot from each other, and you can learn a lot from people who are already building on other platforms. Like the people from Lisk Bike, they actually built a proof of concept on Lisk, but before they build on Ethereum, and they just do this because they also want to extend our community, and they wear like Lisk Center Utrecht sweaters just because of us. So you see them at work here. And what we try to do, facilitate in the long run, is meetups. But meetups are just the first start to get people engaged in blockchain, to learn them about specific themes and get them involved, but also businesses. And currently we see a shift towards more use case workshops, more hands-on sessions, more technical deep dives. And in the ideal world, we think that if you could have like a meetup around a certain theme, you can organize a follow-up workshop about the use case, get them involved with hands-on sessions, create a project team and the proof of concept, and actually test that proof of concept in the region. And if that works, then we're going to scale it up globally, and we'll see what happens. So that's actually what we try to touch upon. And it's a new way of working, because these kind of meetups are not paid. People just come after their working hours, or they just come during their 20% time that they try to innovate. And we do not really know what will happen, how that will work out. We cannot provide anybody with a specific solution because we do not know where we will end up. So it's a lot of networking, a lot of beer drinking, and no, it's a lot of networking and a lot of. So I just lost everything. No. Oh. So, to actually wrap it up a little bit, until now it has been a community-driven initiative, and it will always stay that way. But also, until now, we have not paid anybody's salaries. Everybody just puts their effort in it. And if you really want to make this a sustainable model, then you should work on the business model also a little bit. So we are planning, we think we can facilitate a lot more meetups in the future, but we also want to create much more technical hands-on sessions. And to also fund this, we are going to engage more local partners to get them to pay for innovation in the region and help, therefore, also the Lisk and other blockchain ecosystems grow. And we think it would be very awesome if we can realize a decentralized Lisk Sprint Week next year. But we don't know how that will look like. But yeah, we'll see. So these are our goals for next year. And lately I get a lot of questions from people who ask me what am I doing actually. So I thought about the answer when I was sitting over there, and I think currently we try to facilitate an open source development. We try to facilitate a movement that gets a bounty from an open source software development agency to build a proof of concept for a bike sharing platform. And they built forth upon code of a common bike platform that just one of those guys already knew, and they used code from another guy who wrote it in Paris for Lisk. They used that code to build a proof of concept in Utrecht and to showcase it here today at a workshop in Berlin. And then maybe in a few weeks there will be a bike in Utrecht using open source code to be used as a sharing platform. I don't know, maybe someone can rent that bike with crypto and use it. And if you would like to join that movement, you can buy your own lock, put it on your bike, add it to the network, and participate in a new business model that nobody really knows how it will work out in the future. And if you think that's interesting or you kind of want to know more about it, then you should come to the Lisk Center and we'll tell you all about it, and then we just build new things. That's basically what I try to explain to people what I'm doing. And I don't know if it makes sense, what I just said, but if I would make it a little bit more concrete, we host a co-work space where we try to gather blockchain enthusiasts to build new stuff, and around that co-work space we organize meetups, and in the future we'll also offer acceleration programs and incubation programs. And with the help of local businesses we can test proof of concepts, and maybe we can scale them up globally with communities like Lisk. I think that's it.